Go, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. SHOUTcraft Plateau will be the place to be. Is it the right way around? Oh my god, it is. It's Blizzard. Thank the Blizzard scoreboard gods for being the right way around this time around. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. From NTW Mind Factory, it is DIMAGA. He is in the red trunks. He is playing Zerg to the northeast of the SHOUTcraft Plateau. Versus his opponent from Alternate Attacks, it is Socke. He is in the yellow trunks. He is playing Protoss to the northwest.
And we'll have to see, will DIMAGA kind of get off that fence, to be honest, you know? Choose your side, which one you're going to do, and then execute it correctly, because that was his biggest downfall in that game, to be honest. Way, way too passive when he didn't need to be at all. And we are going to see Socke. I've seen Socke play two different styles here. He will either go for a plant inside the main base, and everyone's like, that's the worst thing to do ever on this kind of map. Well, he actually went for a very fast Stalker and Zealot to kind of punish a player that goes hatch first here. Not hatch first, but spawning pool hatch without speed. And it's quite a nice build, and then goes 1 gate expand. But here we are going to see a plan on the low ground, 14 forge, and I suppose we're going to see like a 14 spawning pool from DIMAGA. I don't think he'll be earlier. It may be 15 as well. So at that point in the game, I think Socke is going to Nexus first as well. So we'll have to see.
Well, we're about to find out one way or the other, aren't we? He could go with the forge. He certainly has the money for it right now. He's actually going to go Gateway first. That's interesting.
That is interesting, actually. I guess he can, like I said before, he can do the same kind of style, but on the lower ground, where he can be able to. He'll go for his gas regularly. He'll chrono boost out the Zealot. Maybe not chrono boost the Zealot, but we'll see. Well, this is interesting. I think he's just going to go for a fast Zealot Stalker and put pressure straight on.
Well, why not? I mean, DIMAGA went pool on 15. It was a good decision. You called it correctly there, and the extractor has actually now been cancelled.
Ooh, sneaky. He takes the extractor to try to fool Socke. So he's like, all right, you go on extractor, and then he pops out to go take the kind of hatchery now, and now it's delayed. Socke also knows the extractor was delayed too.
Yep, and the thing is that Socke did block it off right there. DIMAGA with a nice little move, but Socke is too smart for... Oh, he blocks it off as well. And again, Socke really screwing with DIMAGA's build right here.
Indeed, he is really nice. DIMAGA does need to take gas, though. He's seen that gas has been taken from Socke. He sees a pylon in the main base. He knows there's not forge fast expand or anything like that. It is going to be a 1 gateway expand where he's able to put pressure onto. And you can see the waypoint of the Zealot is right into the main base. Because he knows there's no speed. There will not be speed for a long time. Zealots are going to be really good. And also Stalkers can kite Zerglings. Therefore, he can put pressure on, force a lot of Lings, force Spine Crawlers, and then just 1 gate expand again.
Dangerous, and DIMAGA not looking in a great position initially, but just bear that one in mind, folks, that it's not a disaster if your hatchery gets delayed. It's not going to kill you completely. It's certainly a bit of a pain, there's no doubt about that, but it's nothing that a player like DIMAGA can't come back from. Always bad to call it early GG just because some probe denied your expo for 5 seconds.
Yeah, and we do have the chrono boost of the Stalker now. DIMAGA sees it with the Overlord too. He knows what's coming. And the best way to deal with this, he's just going to have to get speed out as fast as possible. He's going to have to build a round of Lings now. And you want to be building about 8 to 10 Lings against the Zealot and Stalkers as well. And you kind of need to hold on. You need to be kind of on creep as well. This engagement, obviously not good, because he's only taken away 8 hit points, left 50. The shield's gone, but obviously that'll regenerate.
Yeah, but he lost a Ling for it, so it's not really a good trade, is it?
And the Overlord goes down on the left-hand side. So the Stalker was used to kill the Overlord. Now we'll go out and do a bit of pressure. Meanwhile, there's the gateway into the expand. So we are able to go into mass probe production, which is currently at 23 to 18. He can chrono boost the Nexus as well to get even more probes out.
Looking really, really good for Socke right now. This was a good expansion decision. Of course, getting that Stalker nice and early means that you can deny the Overlord. And most of these guys, I would imagine, who are playing on this map and not expecting that to happen, will they take the Zealot down? Yes, he will, with the assistance of brave little drone over there. The problem is that Socke does have this Stalker right here. Doesn't have quite enough Lings to kill it either. Now he does, and he'll need to try and flank around. If it can actually surround that and stop it from getting away, that'll be absolutely perfect.
Socke, a little bit of missed micro here. I mean, the Stalker's faster until these have speed. He needs to go home now, but took a little bit too much damage there. And look at that immediate fast expand from DIMAGA here. That's what I wanted to see. There is that fast expand.
Yep, it's good stuff for the metabolic boost. I don't think it's going to be up in time, you know. I really, really don't. It would be lovely to catch that, but it's not going to happen. And, of course, he's now forced to pull away because of the risk of that sentry. And this is going to be a Stargate right here from Socke.
Socke loves Stargates. He's going to go for, like, 2 Void Rays now. Maybe 1. Just he may go 2. It can be either. And then he's going to try and deny this 3rd base. Pick up Queens, and then follow that up with a big execution push once again. You know, Blink Stalkers, +1 attack, and the lot, basically. and that very well could catch DIMAGA off guard, because he's flustered right now. It's natural to that to kind of happen. There is no evolution chamber down or anything. The regular timing of that's around 7 minutes. It's not down right now. He's not expecting this whatsoever. Socke playing mind games, doing everything. Double Stargate. DIMAGA's going to be in trouble because he's going for a fast layer as well, which means he wants to go for these early infestors as well. Oh no.
My, that is a really, really scary option. And once again, exploiting the lack of information that DIMAGA has here. He has no way of getting into that base without sacking an Overlord. Even then, I would think that Socke would be able to deny the Overlord with a quick attack with that single Stalker that's patrolling around right there. And really, DIMAGA has to sack an Overlord right now. But he's so far away. He doesn't have one anywhere near. So it doesn't matter. He's not going to be able to do anything against this Stargate unless he gets plenty of Queens out. And he's going to have to do it quickly. He is about to build 4 Queens, I have to say. I mean, this is his 4th coming in right here. We're not seeing any Spore Crawlers going down just yet. Does he have any in his base at the moment? He's got an Evo Chamber, but no Spore Crawlers. He's not expecting a Stargate, and that's always something you've got to try and bear in mind if Socke is playing.
Yeah, he does poke up the top of the ramp and sees 2 sentries, which is rather low, to be honest. But that doesn't indicate Stargate. It can mean Stalkers, it can mean anything. So right now he's going for Roach Speed, Zergling +1, expecting some form of 6-7 gateway timing attack again, which comes, you know, roughly 9-10 minutes or so, depending on how fast the kind of style is. In this scenario, it's going to be roughly 10 minutes for that regular timing. But that's not coming. It's Void Rays and a lot of them off these 2 Stargates, and there is nothing here. There's absolutely nothing. He can make an Overseer and go in and scout, but at the same time, it's going to be difficult. This is going to be really, really, really tough. No Spore Crawlers, just these Queens.
Yeah, he's going for Mass Roach as well at this point. This is potentially a disaster. That's 5 Void Rays before the 10-minute mark, and Phoenix is coming to back them up. And of course, we know how fast Phoenix is built. Socke can go right for the main right here and annihilate it. There's nothing DIMAGA can do about it. 4 Queens is not enough to kill that many Void Rays, especially once they've been charged up, and with Phoenix support. What is DIMAGA going to do? He needs Spore Crawlers right now, and he doesn't have them, and he doesn't even have any early warning Overlords around here. He's kept all of his Overlords in his base, which is going to be a crucial error. And DIMAGA's... Oh, dear. Here we go. Here comes the pain, ladies and gentlemen. And immediately trying to deny gas. Probably a smart move to make sure no Mutas or anything come out, or indeed no Hydras. Hydra Den is now coming down. 5 Spore Crawlers immediately in production. But that layer's gone. He can't do anything to stop it.
Yeah, he's going to have to get a new layer, probably on the natural now. He's building Queens, and the thing is that that's it now. That's all that Socke needs to do. Just kind of reinforce with Phoenixes and then build up a huge army now and then push out again. Very similar to the last game with a big timing attack. And he's going to be in a world of trouble, and this is going to be difficult for DIMAGA to deal with.
Yep, that infestation pit might go down. There are Spore Crawlers up, and quite a significant number of them as well, so he could easily maneuver around, and Socke not actually microing that Void Ray. It's taken out in the meantime. Here comes the counter-attack from DIMAGA, and there's actually no defense right here from Socke. That's something to consider. DIMAGA really had to go and attack right now. He can perhaps afford to sacrifice that base if he can break his way through. Let's have another look at the Void Rays. Socke can't go in any further. There are too many Spore Crawlers on the ground, and Queens to support it. And now he has to try a big Roach bust right here. Lots of force fields going down to try and prevent that. And here come the Phoenixes as well, looking for the grabs, but Phoenixes take a long time to kill Roaches.
Yeah, and they are the fastest unit in the game, so they're very easily retreated here to come back and help out. Void Rays are on the way as well, killing Coot Tumors, and that's it now. He's safe once again. He can spend his Chrono Boost back into this gateway attack, and it's going to be Zealot Archon, this huge attack. Very, very good against Hydras, and also very good against Infestors too, because they can go straight in and kind of run in, charge in. Nice open area, going to be hard to fungal growth them. And in come these Phoenixes and Void Rays. Got to be careful, there's a lot of Queens and Hydras here.
Well, he's going to try and go for the lift on the Hydras, which was extremely successful, and the Void Rays will try and focus on the Queens. There's been some good transfuses right here, however. And DIMAGA with lots of Queens and throwing that attack back. And DIMAGA's really great with Queens. He's got 7 Queens on the field at the moment. We saw Queens in Assembly, if you recall correctly, in the finals versus the Protoss. Incredibly effective.
Yeah, I mean, he does love his Queens, and now a lot of Hydras are coming out. And I think that Socke's kind of expecting this. You kill the Infestation Pit, you're not going to go Spire at this point. Phoenix is already out, you have double Stargate, you're not scared about that. The only thing that can really stop you is Hydras, which is what he's going to transition over into now to kind of just deny them. Yeah. Look at the amount of gateways going down now, 9, 10 gateways in total. That's going to be a lot of units, that's for sure. The thing is, though, DIMAGA did take a very early 4th, which is now his 3rd base. but he does have a decent economy. He's still at 65, well, just now, pumped out to 65 drones. He's able to build nothing but units right now, and look at the supply, 130 to 108. Yes, this was difficult for DIMAGA, but is he up to the task? Most definitely.
Yeah. Don't count DIMAGA out. Socke did some immense damage, but you've got to bear in mind how much he invested in that attack. 5 Void Rays that early on in the game, and plenty of Phoenixes. And how much damage did he really do with that? He killed a lair, he killed some drones, he only killed 3 workers. DIMAGA is not that far behind. Yeah, he had problems with tech, but DIMAGA actually threw down the Hydralisk den, and of course he threw down the Infestation Pit as well, but that was taken out before the lair went down. So he has tech at tier 2.
And now Socke finds out about this base, which is probably the worst way to find out about it when it's saturated and a long time away. Hydras are going to come in and clean these up as well on creep.
Yep, Hydras on creep are quite nice. However, Socke with great micro, able to get out of that nice and easy. And you've got Socke taking this 3rd down here as well. So this is actually quite even at the moment in my personal estimation. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good for both of these players now, especially with taking Socke's 3rd. He still has the Phoenixes and Void Rays. He didn't lose them, which is the biggest thing. So they're still going to be used in the overall fight. Meanwhile, DIMAGA is starting to pump out a lot of units. He's got 63 drones versus 57 probes. I'm not sure if he knows, actually. Does he know about this 3rd base? No. He thinks that obviously he has vision of the left 3rd base, but does not have control of the Zalnoic towers there.
Nope.
For he does not know about this 3rd base yet. And we are going to have this huge attack now. Archon, Zealot, Void Ray, Phoenix with Storm as well.
Oh my.
This is difficult. This is going to be really difficult too.
Yep, the thing is, DIMAGA does have his queens in the mix, and however, that engagement was either just trying to buy time or it was a bit of a mistake one way or the other. And here comes the big range damage, but DIMAGA eats massive storms right there as Socke smashes his way through another storm, trying to maneuver his way out, but that was so damaging.
Yeah, that's... wow, okay. Okay, TotalBiscuit.
Christ.
This is dirty.
This is a massacre.
This is dirty.
What can you say about that?
This is not looking good for DIMAGA. DIMAGA
No.
now reinforcements like off 10 gateways as well. That's a lot. He doesn't even mind from this 3rd base. Doesn't even care about it.
GG, ladies and gentlemen. Socke takes the 2nd game in a row. What a transition that was. Wow. Double Stargate into 10 gate with Zealot Archon aggression supported by Void Rays and everything you can throw.